The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Malaysia against Milan.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Once described as being born offside, Filippo Inzaghi feels like the last of a dying breed, doesn't he?
Yeah, and I feel sometimes he doesn't get the credit he fully deserves, because I think he's one of the most intelligent strikers around too. His game is all about anticipation, positioning and speed over those first 3 yards.
Good old-fashioned poacher, in other words.
Exactly, and you don't score that many goals without having something extra about you.
Modric. That's a nicely shaped ball. Donadoni. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And the counter is on. Now it's Berbatov. Ambitious ball here. Mbappe. Mignon claims comfortably. Kaká. Great ball if he can get there. And he's lost chance! Donadoni. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Caresses it through. Mbappe gets flagged offside. That pass isn't the best. Aims beyond the defence. Rafael Leao showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nice looking ball. He could be in. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. There's the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Kaká.
That's good play from him.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, well played. That's going to go a long way. Knocks it into space. Modric is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked.
Big chance! And it's a goal! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Rodri. Now, can they get him away? And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Pulisic. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he cuts out the supply. Looking for options for movement. And this is Inzaghi. It's Inzaghi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Filippo Inzaghi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Modric with the short one. That has been knocked clear. Has a shot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Modric. Rafael Leao takes a shot! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to it was just beautifully measured.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
That is a brilliant interception. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, there's a probing ball. He's found a way through. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Great run on the overlap here. Pavlovic promptly onto that, and that is that. Dixon. Modric bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Berbatov. Berbatov is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Messi. Deep into stoppage time. Now it's Kalah. Well read, nice interception. And there's the end of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. That has been cut short. Now it's Mbappe. Looking to play him in. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Threads one in. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Kaká. And it's Zanetti. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well played, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Messi. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Filippo Inzaghi. Now he's off and running. Could move up a gear here. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That has ended up in no man's land. Mbappe, brilliantly cut out. Opts to play it. Donadoni! Split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Malaysia have their second corner now. Tries to get it clear. Now it's Donadoni. Milan are looking to go forward now. Now it's Messi. No way through, so... Chance, surely! Oh, it's come loose. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to play it through. Nicely weighted ball. Kaká is in a really good position out wide. He rises! Goal, Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And a shot! This time, surely! He scores! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And the shot! He's a sharp little ball here. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. That's been cut out, well played. Looking for the run. Messi. He's had it taken off him. Now that looks a decent ball. Donatoni.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Malaysia really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Looking here to chip it through. Oh, that's a fine interception. Quality ball. And this is Berbatov. Modric, who's set up one goal so far.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Zanetti.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Goes for a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Substitutions taking place.
Milan are making a change now. Now it's Donatoni. Oh, strongly challenged there. Great vision. Howson calmly anticipates. Now it's Mbappe.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Mbappe, chance for a shot! In he goes again! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick. Messi! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Zanetti. And we're done. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be.
Gacor betul. Depan gawang berapa kali. Udah bola masuk pun bisa tepis.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Manchester United.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently...
It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Malaysia present their opponents with the best possible chance here. So the would-be breakthrough moment. And he's buried it! 1-0! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Searching pass he's played there. And it's Xavi Alonso. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's had it nicked away. Played back in. Donatoni. That's a lovely, neat pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Pinches it off him. Xavi Alonso. Howson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Berbatov threads one in. And he's only two. Tries a shot! He's got a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly...
Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. It's a searching pass. Oh, that's clever. He's being urged to shoot. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Griezmann, very much a man of this moment. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Bale goes short. This ended up in no man's land. And a chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And the counter is on. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now he's got space here. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Berbatov. It's played through for him. He's found some slows for a shot! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Malaysia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of nothing there. A few seconds...
And a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Malaysia can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
That comes as a mighty relief. Malaysia making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Donatoni looking for a runner. Good ball over the top. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And this is Batistuta. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's straight offside. Griezmann tries to pass it through. Chiellini looking to play him in. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Stojkovic. Now it's Bale.
There will be 3 minutes.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Kessié is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Showing great feet there. He's picked his way through. Stojkovic, pass somewhat off target. He's had it taken off him. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Has a look and plays it forward. And we hit half-time. Malaysia come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Malaysia are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And the game has already resumed here. Howson promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking for options for movement. And Berbatov! Real chance! It's run, and there's the shot! Oh, they could be caught out here. Nice interception, well timed. Knocks it into space. Zanetti. Donatoni. Zanetti. Showing good feet. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Probably be looking to play it square from here. Griezmann. Upamecano cuts out the pass. Mbappe. Upamecano cuts it out. That's headed upfield. There's a sharp little ball here. And this is Bale. There's no flag. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Tries to play it through. Well, played right into his path. Terrific header! He will be livid with himself.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
60 minutes played. Now, can they get him away? Upamecano gets over and intercepts. Mbappe is herring after that one. That has not gone well. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That's been cut out, well played. Stojkovic. And it's Griezmann. That looks a decent ball. Stojkovic! It's the keeper's ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And they're back on the ball again. Upamecano makes the interception. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, it's Batistuta. Malaysia still have the cards to affect this game. No, he's just misjudged that one. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Batistuta! Oh, should have put that away.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Looking for the run. Oh, perfectly measured that. And Dijk deals with that comfortably.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He's in a good position here. Ah, that's a fine interception.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Stood up well to him there. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He's going to be disappointed with that. And the pass is intercepted. Donatoni. Aims beyond the defence. Kessié. Zanetti gets across to intercept that. Xavi Alonso. Can he get it through? Oh, that's a key interception.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
2 added minutes
And here's
has been
Bale.
indicated.
Donatoni. Great vision. Van der Ven spots it and intercepts. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Now he's off and running. And that's that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in.
turun. Wasit kayak gitu main. Ram greget aku wasitnya dia, sumpah. Main ya ampun, wasit. Mana kayak gitu jadi wasit.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement's already palpable.
Against Milan.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today? And a chance! Rafael Leao. And the counter is on. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe, decent chance! Has another goal! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Knocks it into space. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Played out towards the right wing. Crosses it in here. Well read, and the danger is averted. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. He's in a good position here. Shoots! And it's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And he was quick to react. And here's Bobatov. Ricci. Oh, there's a probing ball. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And here's Bobatov. Nicely shaped ball. Brilliantly cut out. Rafael Leao. And it's Modric. Now who's going to be first to this? He's going to be disappointed with that. This looks promising. Fofana tries to play it through. Good read, needed to be. It's a sharp pass.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Tomori. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Nkunku. Chiellini. Upamecano. No, that was never going to make it. Great vision. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, well played. Ricci. Modric. And it's Fofana. Now it's Rafael Leao. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, super ball! Upamecano is there to clear. Not the most accurate pass. Threads one in. And he shoots! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Tomori, a player who needs no introduction. Ricci, Modric, Milan finding their passes. Can he get on the end of this? Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Donatoni. And the ball's gone astray. And here's Mbappe. He's Mbappe! And that would have been some goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
And now they can spring out of defence. Fofana. That looks a decent ball. That looks a cracking ball. And he's onside. Shot a goal! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Looking for the run. Chiellini calmly anticipates. Messi. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And the shot! That is some save from Khan! Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Tomori. Ricci. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. The midway point of the game.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
With the owner of a blue car parked outside the stadium gate, kindly remove it, as it is about to be towed away. substitution for Malaysia. Number 19, Messi. Coming on the field is number 7, Asal.
The second half then, just getting going. Now it's Nkunku. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Ricci has got himself a free kick. Donadoni gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Malaysia do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Donadoni. Donadoni. There's the shot! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Pavlovic and Bartasagi. That is good alertness. Donadoni. Oh, good-looking ball. Modric. Azar. And here's Mbappe.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Lovely, now then. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's shifting through the gears here. Look at great chance! Goal, Milan! And the comeback is complete. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And now he has two. Milan get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity
And he's had a hit! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Malaysia really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Almost an hour gone. Oh, give it away! He has found the way through. Looks across and plays it in.
Malaysia really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Gabia. Malaysia do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Yep, it's a corner. Malaysia have their second corner now. Milan have the chance to go the other way. And it's made its way to him. Donadoni. Mbappe.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Nkunku. Nicely intercepted. And it's Fofana. Now that's well seen too. Zanetti. Hazard. Mbappe. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That is a brilliant interception. Rafael Leao. And it's Batasagi. Now it's Rafael Leao. He's found a way through. Can he finish?
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now it's Mbappe. Berbatov providing an outlet on that flank. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, this looks sharp. Tomori did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep. Can he finish?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Ricci. And it's Silamakers. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Tries to pass it through, and he plays one through.
Milan really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Ricci. And it's Berbatov. Great defending, strong and determined. Batasagi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got away. Real chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And time is up. Malaysia pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away.
Kontol. Main game ini tak senang aku. Turun terus. Zanetti usah nyerang lah dia, tak bisa dia. Hancur, nyerang hancur. Ini kreatif playmakernya tak ada yang lain lagi nih selain. Itu aja kata Rara itu. Messi tak bisa, Messi lembek kali. Kita tahi mainnya. Kipernya sama OP kali kipernya itu. Gue tak bawa pulpen, hei. Bawa.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. One of Spain's finest ever strikers, Jim.
Yes, I think his record speaks for itself, Peter. He's far from just a poacher. I like the way he's constantly on the move, creating space for others, and he's got the creativity to play in deeper roles if needed.
Now it's Villa, and this is Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Good ball, good take. There's the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Villa really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Ronaldinho. Zanetti does well to get it back. Malaysia have the chance to go the other way. To Ketelada. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Stood up well to him there. And it's Berbatov. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. He is through here. Oh, it's come loose. Big chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that, if only he managed to retain his composure.
Donatoni. Malaysia have a free kick. He's not got that quite right. Now it's Scholes. Ambitious ball here. And the through ball. And this is Messi. He's in space and looking for options. Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Albert Ferrer gets a foot in here. And here's Donatoni. Donatoni. Chance, surely! He's scored! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And this is Messi, and it's Albert Ferrer. And this is Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Berbatov. And he's picked out the run. And he's found a way past. They're urging him to shoot. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's in a great position here. Berbatov. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Ronaldinho. Robson. And he's there to get it away. Nicked it back promptly. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. He's away. Shapes to shoot. It's there. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Malaysia are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Robson really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence.
Could be danger here! Albert Ferrer does well to stand firm and defend it. Tonali. Now it's Villa. Robson. Shot could be on. And he's onside. And he's managed to get free. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that's put paid to a promising move. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's shifting through the gears here. Ronaldinho. Upamecano. And we've reached half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Malaysia go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion.
Just a quick announcement. We would like to inform you that CCTV is now in operation for your safety. Substitution for Malaysia. Number 17.
And we're underway again.
Mbappe. Coming on the field.
Now it's
is
Villa.
number
Scholes.
8,
Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Baresi has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Malaysia do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
It is a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Ronaldinho goes short. Malaysia are looking to go forward now. He has found the way through. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Tries to play it through. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
It's a good 35 yards out, this.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
That comes as a mighty relief. Nice looking ball. Dink through. Referee's given a throw. Pinches it off him. Ball has bounced loose now. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press.
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. save from Khan. Oh, he's missed.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
So, third corner of the game. Looking for the run. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's found a way through. To Ketelara. And the ball is out of play. To Ketelara. Oh, he's bustling through here. Malaysia perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Can he get it through? He's picked his way through. That's a corner kick.
Substitution for Malaysia, number 9.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 20, Chiesa. Substitution in progress.
And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Berbatov. And here's Chiesa. Chiesa! They've got to be quick to recover this. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. To further improve their position of comfort.
Substitutions taking place.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Messi.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Messi puts his foot on the gas. Now it's Ronaldinho. Goes down, but nothing given. Malaysia looking to pass their way through. Now it's Villa, and he's being shifted off it. No, that was never going to make it. Aimed beyond the defence. Looking for options for movement. Upamecano. Now, can they get him away? Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Tries to pass it through. Always onto this. Chiesa. Now it's Chiesa. Driving forward. And it's been played through. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one.
Well, it wasn't a bad effort. I mean, you could see his intention. It just needed a bit more curl and bend to take it away from the goalkeeper.
Donatoni, he's got away. Cleared without complication. Malaysia have got it back and they'll have another go. The final 5 minutes. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Now that looks a decent ball. Roberto Carlos delivers. Upamecano tries to clear. And he's had a hit! Oh, he's been caught napping! David Villa. Chiellini calmly anticipates.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Look at the space, it's shot a goal! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they are cruising away! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Nice interception, well timed. Berbatov. And that's it. Malaysia can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they...
Jangan lupa dibawa aja tuh si Huisen. Ayolah Konami. Memang parah kali yang wasitnya. Terima kasih bagi yang udah nonton.